My name is Sphesihle Mahlangu. I'm a trainer here at ICT. Currently facilitating your AWS cloud practitioner with technology. So basically, when I was in high school, I remember after doing my grade 9 and I had to choose a subject to do in grade 10 all the way to matric. I was introduced to IT by doing this particular course. I think it's computer applications technology. I don't know if you've heard about it, but it was the first time for me hearing about the course, and basically wanted to just try it out. I went in there and they taught us the basics of HTML, basics of Word documents, Excel, and so on and so on. So that really sparked the love and to actually create the urge to know more about IT and how do actually computers actually work. And from there, I went straight on with it. Yes, with love for education, it's most likely a different story for me, because why? I'm actually a fast learner, and I remember when I was doing my systems development here at ICT, previously known as T-Systems ICT. There was this when we were doing the course itself. I remember some of the students would take long to understand some of the concepts, and the facilitator was not in class. I would actually take the time to relay the information to some of the students and so on and so on. So one of the students came to me this other day and asked me, why don't you actually go into teaching? Because I think you might be good at it. At that time, I hadn't even thought about facilitating or teaching or helping others. I just wanted to be in the IT field and do the work that actually creates change. Until that learner actually asked me that question, and it created the urge to actually to want to know more, it made me ask myself questions as to why not try it out. And 2022 I did try it out, and here we are enjoying. Each and every group or each and every student is different in one way or another. What might have worked for you yesterday might not work for the next student. So basically the trick is to try out different methodology and not just stick to one methodology because it worked yesterday, and you try new things. You make sure you try to incorporate, you make sure that you inspire the learner to actually want to know more. You inspire the learner to actually want to know what is really happening, rather than feeding the information to the learner. So the learner always has to take the extra step into trying or into knowing what is really happening. Or you might be teaching IT with which basically deals with ones and zeros. You have to understand that IT or computers or softwares or whatever it may be will not have the ability to do what it is doing should there have not been a human to actually start or create that particular program or that particular computer or that particular software at that particular moment. And also, in order for that program to do what it's supposed to do, there has to be a human behind it. You have to tell it what it needs to do. You can't just go to an ATM and expect the ATM to just bring out money. One way or another, you are going to have to communicate with the ATM, tell it what you want, and tell it what you want it to do, and then it will be able to do that. So the human element is always there. Why? Because the computers are not able to think by themselves. Therefore, you have to be the thinking force, or the thinking force behind whatever the computer or the program is particularly doing. come across different types of students. We come across students from different backgrounds. We come across students with different ambitions and different goals. I do remember, or basically my highlight, or the most, or the one thing that makes me enjoy, or the one thing that makes me enjoy facilitation is basically seeing someone coming into the doors of DYICT, or in the door of the what you call the classroom, without a specific direction of where they want to go, or without any knowledge to the system that I'm about to facilitate to them, or the system that I'm about to introduce to those particular students. And this 2023, 2024, there was this group, IPM mainframe administration. I think it's the biggest highlight of my life, because with that particular program, we managed to take students that didn't know anything about mainframe computing, and we facilitated mainframe computing to those particular students. We gave them all the knowledge needed for them to succeed, and actually most of those students managed to get a highly rewarding job placement in one of the biggest banks in South Africa. You know, the one thing that I always thought about IT when growing up is the fact that it's like rocket science. So I always thought, in order for you to be able to pursue a career in IT, you basically have to be like a rocket scientist of computers. And I always thought that the work that actually goes into computers and mobile devices is more likely different, and you have to be like super expert in order for you to do this particular role. And as far as I've been in IT, and as far as I've been able to interact with different people, I understand that basically you don't have to be a rocket scientist, but you have to have the urge, or that thing in you that actually wants to know. If you basically don't want to know, or if you stick to doing the bare minimum, it's gonna be difficult for you to survive in IT. But you actually have to take risk, get knowledge, as much knowledge as what you call possible, and never stop learning, because each and every year technology evolves, and so should you, in order for you to stay relevant. Human first, it means what you always have to include the human aspect behind each and everything, whether IT, whether finances, and so on and so on. Remember that it all begins with the human aspect of it. As much as you do respect your environment, or your work environment, as much as you take care of your career, as much as you take care of your finances, as much as you develop your knowledge, and so on and so on, you also must develop your human, or yourself aspect of everything, because it always starts with you as a human. I said before, you remember, you cannot just go to an ATM to disburse money just like that. You have to tell it what thing you want to do, and you have to tell it where to get the money, and so on and so on, and how much money that you are looking for. So same as IT, with each and every technology that's there, each and every software that's there, each and every computer that's there, you have to communicate with it in order for it to do what you want it to do. Let me see. I enjoy sports. I hidden talent, I'd say. It's I play soccer quite well, and so do I play rugby sometimes.
Rugby also.
Yeah. basically, although I like being in the thing in the field, although I like facilitation and so on and so on, assessing quality assurance and so on. One thing that I'm most likely looking into is the management of IT, or basically of businesses. So I think the next goal that I would actually or that I will actually pursue next is would be sort of like management, not per se do ICT management or so on and so on, but I would actually like to go into management, managing people, managing projects, and so on and so on. Yes. Tech needs humans because it cannot do anything on its own.